Between 4 casinos, it took us 3 hours. We started with $500K and we left with $4.5 million in cash. All casinos, whether the public knows it or not, they have secret cages that are highly secure. They're private rooms for large transactions. These rooms are also protected by security. $4.5 million weighs a lot. It weighed too much for me just to carry, and they didn't have any bags. So what we ended up doing was, I had security take the $4.5 million, put it on the bell cart, and push it through the casino to the main valet where Ian had ran, grabbed his beamer, and pulled it to the doors. Security is loading the $4.5 million in cash. It's not hidden, it's not in bags, it's just cash in clear cellophane, like vac seal wrap, but it's $500,000 in $100 bills. So they load the $4.5 million in the back seat. Me and Ian get in, and I look in the rear view, and I see headlights of an SUV turn on. Where this SUV was sitting was not actually an entrance or an exit. It was tucked away in this little cove at the main valet. And no valet driver would let a civilian park their own vehicle there. I was being set up. When I first saw those headlights turn on, I immediately went to worst case scenario. They knew exactly how much cash was in that car. They knew who was in that car. There was really no getting away from what was about to happen. They were coming for my money and possibly my life. We go to pull out, and we pull onto Las Vegas Boulevard, and so does the truck. And I said, Ian, make a U-turn. Right now, we're gonna figure out, are we being chased? I was at like 80% that this wasn't gonna end well.
Make a U-turn.
We go to make a U-turn. Now we're driving up the strip on the other side, and the truck also made a U-turn. I said, we're being followed. Ian smashes the pedal, and we take off. The truck took off also. Now we're in a high-speed pursuit up Las Vegas Boulevard. The jig is up, like there's no hiding, there's no like slyness of this SUV. They're doing anything they can to keep up with us. And I'm thinking like, I don't think we're gonna get away. Like, I don't think we have an option here. I was in full-blown panic. I mean, my heart, outside of my own control, was beating through my chest. And I just kept thinking to myself, I have to keep my wits about me or there will be no possibility of solution. My heart was going crazy. We might get killed, we're gonna get robbed. You know, people do a lot of crazy things for a lot less than $4.5 million in unmarked cash.
This is not happening, this is not happening. Go. Where am I supposed to go?
We were driving, and Ian said that he remembered a hotel that does trunk checks.
There's a trunk checkpoint.
A trunk check is when you pull up and security wants to check inside of the trunk to make sure you don't have any weapons or any other dangerous materials. It was genius. So we pulled into that casino's entrance, and the security came up and said, please pop your trunk. And I said,
please don't be suspicious. Look in the back seat.
And he looks and he sees $4.5 million in cash. And I was like, I don't know the right tone to talk right now. I don't know the right words to say. I don't know the right level of urgency to express. I kept my body really calm, but I used my words with urgency. And I said, you see the SUV back there? He goes, yeah. I said, we're being followed. They're trying to rob us. I said, okay, I got you guys.
I'm gonna hold them up, all right?
He said, you're gonna stick right. You're gonna get into the employee parking lot. You're gonna make the following turns. When you get to the exit, make a right and just get out of town. It hit me and I was like, is this a good plan? And I didn't have enough time to think it out. Now I'm worried about Ian, who's actually in the driver's seat. Ian is behind the wheel of my destiny. And I was really scared that he was gonna start panicking, make the wrong decisions, and it was gonna be full-blown chaos. And I said to myself, I can't even think about if this will work. It is our only option. So the second that me and Ian pulled out through the security check, he guns it and he's booking it like we're not even discreet. Now I'm like looking around, I'm like making sure the truck's not following us. And me and Ian are like, what did he say? He said, go right, go left. And we're like screaming at each other, left, 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 right, go straight, go straight. We're like, here it is.
Dude, there's the exit.
And we get out of there, and as soon as we hit Caldwell, that's when we started celebrating. Yeah! And we just left and never stopped till we hit LA. We just have $4.5 million sitting in the back seat. It's just us two morons just driving around, you know.